Alrighty, guys, welcome. Welcome to the stream. This guy needs to stop messaging me. I'll see if he messages me. Yeah, welcome. We got a double header coming up. So North Melbourne v Melbourne, and then Freo v Sydney. I think, well, I assume those are going to be the two better games, but Brisbane West Coast is seeming to actually be alright at the moment. I'll put the scores up for that game as well in a sec. Just using the webcam for the first corner bit. Just getting enough charge on my camera for the last two games to last. So, yep. 47 in. Nice. Let's get the numbers in for this one. Let's get a 44k tonight. That's the aim. Be pretty good to get there. Why is it giving me the wrong stats? I've got the other game on at the moment, but it's giving me the wrong stats for this. Oh, there we go. It's changed. All right. Cool. Yeah, g'day. I definitely slept in today. Can't lie. So that might explain why I didn't upload the Saints Cats video, but I'll just put it out tomorrow. But yeah, finally got everything working at the end of the day. Might take a break though at one stage, maybe at quarter time. Might even IRL do it, like even halftime IRL, where I just go grab some food, make myself some food. Because my mum got stuff yesterday, like some sandwich, like baguettes and all that shit. So that I might just do that. Might work in my favour. Yeah, I'll be doing the next game after. If you see it scheduled, I'll be doing it. So let me just put my laptop on charge. There we go. All good. Yeah, obviously pretty happy, Sarah. I could do KO split screen for this, couldn't I? Lines have just hit the front as we speak, but I'll put the other game on. I'll do a bit of maybe a KO split screen if the game is actually pretty good. Tim Morris is getting a hide. And get my age right before you talk shit like that. But it doesn't matter. You're getting the hide anyways. What's more unbelievable, though, is how West Coast started with the first 5 goals of the game. Like, now they're losing, which isn't a surprise. I fucking took a bit of a rev ups from Chris Fagan for the Lions to finally get on top here. It's crazy. Now, I think this has the capability of being a really underrated game, but it also has the capability of being really boring and forgettable, so I'm hoping it's not the latter. I should check on the cam. I've got it plugged in, so let's have a yeah. All right, so just leave it there for a quarter. Do you think Adelaide can win the flag? They're a flag contender. It's getting to that stage. They're $10 in the odds, so the bookies reckon they have a chance. I know people are saying wait until they play some pretty solid sides, but Essendon and Saints aren't the worst teams in the comp either. Like, I know Essendon have a pretty shit defence at the moment, but like you're scoring 161 against them at the MCG away. It was a good game to go to. I went there, hopped on AFL Tube stream if anyone saw that, up in top of level 4. Pretty fun actually. I enjoy those sort of shootout games, and that's the perfect sort of game for a shootout. Just sitting top of level 4, just chilling and watching some good footy, and a lot of goals. So it looks like 3:20 start. They haven't even gotten to the coverage yet. Bit surprising. Roos by 14. Yeah, I've got to get on top of the creator tips next. It's hard when I don't want to ask. Actually, you know what? From now on, if I want to put that graphic up, I'll just ask before the before the start of the games anyway. So like during the week, because if I do it, I don't have time to do it straight before, especially when I sleep in and all that shit. Melbourne by 28. What do I go? I went north. Melbourne by 15. I did go north last week, so a bit risky going north again. It's kind of why I think they can win though. North. I'm not going to say they haven't got a chance, but I think Melbourne won't be as shit as I initially made them out to be before the start of the season. So we are going to be tipping them in this game. What the fuck? What's a Miranda rebuild? Mate, if you're talking about that mess you put in, people overreact. It wasn't even that bad. Massive overreaction, that is. Hopefully the Sunday, I haven't done a Sunday doubleheader yet this year, so hopefully we can get back to the way we were going the end of last year. Or some of the Sunday doubleheaders last year were pretty solid. North Collingwood was good, and then we had a second game that same day, which wasn't. This is way too long. Way too long. Should I put the Eagles v... Yeah, okay. I'll put the Eagles v North scores on then if you guys want to see that. Because someone's asking if you think the Eagles will hold on. I don't even know what the scores are right now. But I'm pretty sure the Lions are leading. They were when I last had the game on, so we'll have a look. The Lions are in front, though. I'm not going to say the Eagles are going to hold on. They haven't got the experience for that. They are leading at three-quarter time. So they got back in the lead. That's actually sort of surprising. All right, I wonder if this game will be any good. I'm pissed off that I wasn't able to get the vice-captaincy score of Rosie either. I don't know why it didn't let me do the leap poll. So Cherry's the captain, so hopefully he's... It's hard because he's playing against Gorn, so it's no guarantee he's going to score heavily. But Larky, I'm liking this year. He had a really good game against the Bulldogs. I think he kicked 5, and he has an opportunity to maybe have another big bag in this one as well. Great start from Nick Larky. Eagles up by 3. Yeah, I just saw that. And Larky has put it through for North Melbourne's first and the game's first in the first 35 to 40 seconds. Good start to the... Roos. Now, let's see if these work. They have been working as of late. So that's the wrong fucking... No, I've got to swap that around. Hold up. Otherwise, it's going to be too confusing. There we go. Nick Larkey kicks the first. 2 big upsets going to run my joke around. Yeah, that's why... It's not really why I wait. I like to wait just so I can catch up with having jokers in hand in my comp. But I've had a really bad round of tipping. Someone's just asked me what I'm coming. I think I'm coming like 1.1k out of 1.3k. Possibly even worse than that. And if North Melbourne win, let's say, okay, I don't think West Coast will win, but if they held on and won, the only games that I would have gotten correct would be the Essendon game, or the Adelaide win, I should say. Is Curtis Taylor here? Or almost. Oh, well done. He still holds on to the footy. Zerha, they can't stick him. Now they get it back. A lot of newcomers for the Ds. I don't know all of them. What songs? Well, you'll figure out when the goals get scored. I'm sure you were listening to the last one when North kicked the first. All requested by the people. Maybe I'll do another stream. Maybe even a members stream where I do a members exclusive song stream. Not necessary though, but I could. Forgot to increase the 6-0. Soon I will have live stats though. I know I was talking about it before, but I didn't know what I was fucking talking about. But now I actually know how to do it, but it's going to take a while. So I've got someone helping with that. I think that'll look really cool. It'll be a huge point of difference for all the live reactions. Hopefully it'll just even higher the level of the stream, which they definitely will, I reckon. No, I'll never use Ram Ranch. Potentially the Tsunami song for Nick, but someone wanted Studi's the best, and I decided to back out of that one just because I didn't want it. It'll put too many people off. It'll be funny at first, and then it'll just get crap. What's with the audio being so quiet? Might as well turn it up then. What did you say, Banbane? Not sure. Maybe your other message didn't come through. Alright, can I put the scores? Well, I can, but it's not actually ticking down. For some reason. It's not ticking down, it's just stuck there. If I've got to have it open, that's going to just be shit ass. Better not have it open. Try this again. But it... Oh, there we go. Okay, it is counting down. And Sheezel hit the post. Better start than last week, though, for North Melbourne. Finally getting on top early, scoreboard-wise. I'm going to leave that there. It's 3/4 time. Yeah, I actually rewatched most of that on Thursday night with Lockie. And I fucking didn't realise how much of a wanker UCAT was on that stream. Some of the stuff he did, I literally cannot believe some of the stuff he did. If he does that now, that would almost be friendship over. Honestly, with my values right now. But it's 4 years ago, so who cares? But some of the stuff he did on that stream, and it wasn't just him, actually. You were sort of, honestly, almost as bad. Because it was ages ago, I don't really care. But if it was now, it'd be way different. LDU. Oh, it doesn't matter. If you were there, you're there. Like, I'm not going to go into detail. This is a North v Melbourne stream, not a talking about the past stream. Zerha goes high. There's Darling. Darling. Maneuvers. Sheezel. Curtis Taylor. Or is that Paul? Too many Curtises on North Melbourne's team. McKercher. 8-0. Oh, no, it was Friday night I watched it, actually, then. It was for the... yeah, Thursday. You commented on it the day before, though, which I found quite crazy, because the only reason I watched it is because Lockie asked me about it. I'm like, oh, you want to just watch the stream then, afterwards? So we watched it. Alright, because I didn't bring in Lindsay, I'm hoping he has a really shit game. And I hope Gawn gets injured. Oh, shite. Oh, I thought for a second my latency was... Nah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I wish I knew a bit more about that, Bitter. Is this like multicultural week? Because look at the background of the fans. I'm pretty sure this is one of the multicultural rounds. Jeez, that would be a top goal. What a goal from that Van Rooyen, I think that was. Was it Van Rooyen? Yeah, it was. Dude, they're hard. They're really hard to execute those sort of goals. I'm watching your stream whilst watching the Lions game as well. Yeah, if that game gets close, like the last 5 minutes, I'll have both games on. The scores are actually displayed on the screen again, but differently. A lot smaller on the top right. Yeah, that bay, it can't be a coincidence. It has to be like a setup. Because you don't see that at the footy very often at all. Gawn pushes Cherry. Oh, I really hope that's not the standard for this game, because that'll piss me off. I don't even want Cherry as my bloody captain. Who's more accurate, Van Rooyen or Larkey? Well, there's Larkey again. Already kicked one. Look, I shouldn't say this, but I wouldn't mind it if Gawn gets injured today. Gawn gets injured, Melbourne win by a point. And he plays next week. Good Cherry. Good tackle. Good start. This is a good start from North. Good chip kicks, finding targets. They're then pretty solid at that, to be honest, North. Weirdly enough. Oh, he's an idiot, go time. Because I could say the same thing about players like a Tom Stewart, who... What are you doing down Prestia in 2022? He got out injured anyways for the rest of the games, so sucked in go time. If he was still in footy, he'd leave the group chat. So Simpkin misses. In fact, he doesn't even score. He will score. Now, I believe this is what North did last week. Had some early chances. Couldn't kick straight. As if we're already 10 minutes past. We've still got 40 minutes to go in the first quarter. Why is quarter so much longer nowadays? I don't really get it. You could say score reviews are part of the reason, but there hasn't been a score review yet this game. Curtis, well done. Curtis again. Larkey, Zerha, kick this, mate. No. 1-4. They started 1-4 against the Bulldogs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he calls him the sniper. So, Brisbane West Coast game, no goals yet this last quarter. Interesting. Matt Hill doing the Sunday afternoon commentary. Oh, wait, this is also a Channel 7 game. I still haven't fully wrapped my head around the fact that Fox Footy broadcasting every game with their own commentary team. Even if it's supposed to be a Channel 7 game. So if I ever watch... I'm not going to watch it. I haven't watched a single Channel 7 game this year yet. I haven't heard BT's name. I only hear him when I go watch the highlights. Because I don't post the Fox Footy broadcasted highlights. Yeah, I can see there was a Lions goal. He streamed it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't even checked the fixture fully. But if there's a Gold Coast game on a day where there's no games in Melbourne, probably then. Like, you've got to be sort of smart and, like, figuring that out. You can sort of understand what games I'm going to stream heading up into a week. Like, some people probably thought maybe I would have done the Essendon v Adelaide game. I thought I'd go to it instead. But yeah, mate, Melbourne v Gold Coast is literally right before Saints Richmond, so no. Could go to the first half of that, but I also just probably won't. But if I really wanted to up my game count, that would be a way to do it. Curtis again. Ah, poor. Curtis again. There we go. Great start for Paul Curtis, I tell you what. Really good. I don't know how many touches he's had so far in this first, but I'm going to say 6. I'm going to check. 16. So I wouldn't need to check if I had the dashboard, but right now I don't have the dashboard ready, and I won't have it ready probably not for another few weeks. Yeah, I was right. He's 6. Zerha 7. North do goal songs. I actually like the idea of goal songs, but I can see why people don't want it in the game. It ruins the, I don't know, the authentic footy vibes, I guess. I don't know. We'll be 2-1. Oh, it's a point. It's hit the post. They're 1-5 now. I fucked up the scores anyway, but they're 1-5. Let's just reset it. Oh, Kai! With $100! How big is that? Fuck, that overnight thing might actually be on target early on. Yeah, you are back. I'm not complaining. I was wondering why I was saying he's back, because he always joins randomly, donates massive money. It's as big as $100. Do that again and I'll pour the rest of this bottle of water on me. I don't even give a shit. It's worth it for that. But the thing is, right, I kind of want to leave this. No, I'll do it. Do it again, I'll do it. Well, if it was with a mum's credit card, his mum must be almost a millionaire if she can afford all that without finding out, I guess. Of course he'll find out. You can't not find out. If I'm using my mum's credit card on all these stupid purchases, do you think they're just going to brush past it? Unless they're absolutely rich, then they're going to find out. If someone used my credit card or my card for $100 donos, you think I'm not just going to check my bank statement and go, "Whoa, what's this? What's just popped up here in my..." Oh, poor kick. You wouldn't want to be the Roos right now here. Could be a deficit here after dominating the first quarter in all ways. Jefferson kicked a couple last week, so it'd be good if he kicks an early one for his confidence and for Melbourne. Not for North. Yeah, he's got it. Kicks his third goal in his career. And Kai donates another 100. Fuck. Oh, well, I said it. Kai Mori, this is for you. This is for you, my friend. I'm absolutely freezing, but I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. We'll change at quarter time. I'll soak in my own despair, but there's no despair with $200. And overnight is now almost halfway. See, when people see that the fact that it's that much, they're going to chip in to try and maybe get it to that target. And I'll do it tonight. Fuck it. We'll even combine it for both doubleheader games if we want. It's whether or not Kai decides to do it again, but I doubt it. I always doubt it. I was never expecting it. Zerha. Now, does Matt Hill in the commentary box pour water on him? No, I wouldn't think so. Kelly Underwood should, though. Scott to Simpkin. I literally just got given a Clive Palmer ad. That's unlucky. It's the thing, right? I don't even get money off the ads, off the live reactions anyways, because of the goal songs. You could argue that I shouldn't do the goal songs, but I'd rather... Maybe just... Can I just turn off ads? Might as well turn off ads. If I'm not... Like, if I'm not making money off the ads, why have them in the first place? It's YouTube want them, though. They're not going to allow me to turn them off. And that has to be a goal. And it is. It's a goal. So good start for North Melbourne. Kick their second. They probably should have already had their second with all their chances. Matt Hill with 2 minutes left in the grand final with a 1-point margin takes us. Yeah, well, you might not even know that actually ended up happening if he doesn't mention it in the commentary box. Because you obviously can see every action I do with the live streams. You can't see the commentary camera. Is this the Gabba or what's going on here? The Sweet Caroline. Lions up by 10 here, so they could possibly run away with it and win by like 5 goals. It still wouldn't be their best win, no matter how the result pans out if they do get a victory, but it's alright. I'll get my big call wrong. What's my big call in this game? Relatively high-scoring start as well. I think we will get maybe a high-scoring game. You always will get one against North Melbourne because they got a shit defence. Petrarch and Oliver. Well, that's not really going to be... Oliver has 3 and Petrarch has 3, so... Not a great call. Craziest round of footy I can remember. No, it isn't. Nothing was crazy about the first game. The second game was a good one, but nothing too crazy. The Saints upset was sort of crazy. But I can think of like 5 more crazier rounds last year if I went through the fixture. If West Coast win, you're looking at one of the craziest starts to a season with upsets, with ridiculous upsets. Because this round, apart from the Saints win, we haven't seen any upsets. And you'd say the same thing last week. Apart from the Carlton win, you haven't really seen any upsets. And West Coast have just scored here, so 4 points again. I'll keep a close eye on that one. Do you think Lob should get Australian? No, I don't like when people celebrate injuries. Like, Mason Cox might not be the most liked player for the stuff he says, but he got punched in the face. People shouldn't be applauding that, and I don't think he is appreciative of the fact that's the case at all. But Lob didn't do it on purpose. So you think Lob just went out there and just clobbed Cox on purpose? No. That's why he didn't deserve weeks, which he didn't get. But it wouldn't have shocked me if he got like a week or 2. He didn't even get hurt. Well, he got hurt immediately. I'm sure he felt it when he got hit. I saw it. I was there. He went off the ground. I don't know if he... Probably didn't get concussed. I don't know what happened in the aftermath, but... Cherry. I just got to be wary of Cherry today. Fucking idiot for not... he's just... It's my fault. At the end of the day, it's my fault. Eagles need the next, though. If they can kick 2 in a row... Momentum is a funny thing in footy. Lob didn't... Well, he did technically do something wrong because he still punched him in the face. Still did something wrong, even if he didn't mean to do it. He didn't intentionally do that. Yeah, I can't lie. The umpire wasn't great, but it wasn't as shit as everyone was making out to be, I don't actually think. And Collingwood should have won the game or sewn up some chances earlier. Like, they had a lot of shots. Come on, Sherry. Kick it, mate. Yes. Darling. Oh, go. Paul Curtis, yes. Should have already had two. This should be for his second, but it's his first. And I think he's going to kick a few. My goal, or my... 50 for a 10-meter... Yeah, shit, they just scored. Can I do split screen? Because that was like one of the key features of KO back when I actually got it. The fact you can watch multiple games at once, but I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. Should be a thing, surely. I can't see why they got rid of it. Can you actually... No, you surely can still do it. More content. Yes. Alright, I'm going to do split view. No. Ah, fuck. Come on, Oliver. Viney gets a high tackle. More content. Split view. Alright, we'll put both games. I don't want three games. I just want 2 games. Since when are they forcing you to watch 3 games? I don't want to watch anything else. Alright, fine. I'll put the Eels v Bull... Nah, fuck this shit. What's going on? I've got the Eels v Rabbitohs game on. Or Bulldogs, whatever the... Split view is confusing. Is that Chandler? Misses. Didn't deserve that. Did not deserve that. The good thing is, with the room being kind of hot, the water's starting to dry up to the point where I might not even bother getting changed. I'm not even that wet. I probably still will. Alright, well, I'll leave it like that until the game finishes here, but I think the Lions... Yeah, McCluggage has a set shot, so I think they're going to run away with it. Harley Rain's overrated, mate. You can't disagree with me in saying that, because he doesn't do anything in a game. Turns the ball over. Acts like a flog on the footy field, and he dives a lot. So I don't rate the way he goes about it. There's too many games he goes missing. Yes, he's capable of so much, but too many flash in the pan moments for Harley Reid. G'day, Menza. He's a flog. He's a flog on the footy field. I don't know what he's like in real life. He's probably a good guy. I can't hate the bloke till I get to know the bloke. But on the footy field, I don't really rate Harley Reid. Arrogant. Portrays a lot of arrogance. And there's another goal for Melbourne. So the D's reduced the margin of 4 points. We've got a fairly decent game on our hands here. One that is on the Sunday afternoon, Channel 7, but probably not one everyone's going to be penciling in their calendars, isn't it? Can't remember the last good North Melbourne v Melbourne game at all. There was a game in Tassie where both sides scored over 130, but that was in 2016. When was the last time that has happened? Oh, I just realised the water's all on myself. I'm not saying I'm not saying Reid will never be a star, but been a bit disappointing with all the hype. Like, who else was drafted in the same year as Harley Reid? I should know, because that was last year. Well, like Darcy Wilson, I'd almost say he's been more consistent than Reid as a player. He has been. Is he better? Probably not at the absolute peak, but I mean, just one of the players I'm thinking of that got drafted last year. Yeah, Wizard. And who's done more in their career so far? Wizard has. Who else? Langford for Melbourne. Van Rooyen almost. Good spoil. Oliver handballs it. I hope we get a high-scoring clash. Like, we got a high-scoring game against the Saints and the Cats last night, which is rare for St Kilda. But if we get more of that, it'll be more fun. Luke Parker. Shocker. Good tackle. Do I think Jack McRae will win the... No, but I was saying it to someone that theoretically he could win it, but I don't think he will win it. Even when he was at his absolute peak against the in 2021 for the Dogs, I think that was the year he got a disposal record. I think he may have won the Scoops medal, but don't think he won any other awards, like Best Player of the Year awards. Not sure where he came in the Brownlow that year, but I don't think he was even top 5. I guess it doesn't help when you've got Bont in the same team. So who else does St Kilda have stars in the midfield? Like Steele, but he's not going to be that much of a worry. But, I'm not worrying about that. We don't need him to win a Brownlow. As an Essendon fan, Essendon would be the worst team in the comp without merit. Yeah, without him last week, you could have almost lost by 100 because he set up a lot of goals. He was involved in a lot of the chain. He makes the other players around him better, work harder, and he kicked 4 goals and had 35 disposals himself. So you can't dispute Merritt's influence on the side. But, a lot of people are saying that the Bombers don't even deserve Merritt, which they probably don't, with how shit they've been. Good mark, Luke McDonald. Free kick. Wow. Aiden Corr's giving it away, and Van Rooyen's going to line up for, I think, his second. With all this, the Roos, if they end up trailing at quarter time, that would be quite disheartening, I feel. And the Lions look to maybe almost ice it here. McCluggage. And Logan Morris. I don't think Essendon win the spoon. I still think Richmond win the spoon, to be honest. I don't know. After this performance from the Eagles, do West Coast go on top of Richmond now in the power rankings as Van Rooyen misses? Or is it still Richmond 17, West Coast 18? Because West Coast were deplorable last week. They weren't as bad as how Richmond played against Port, because that was sort of expected. But West Coast had a really good turnout today. Just couldn't hold on. If they win, they go ahead of Richmond, definitely. Yeah, I don't know why it does that, Geordie. 86-69 now. Come on, Cherry. He's probably aware he's in everyone's fantasy team, so he's just kicking it for fun from the stoppage. 26. All right. Power rankings never made... Well, you never understood the concept of power rankings, or you just never understood the actual positions whenever people did the power rankings? Because not all power rankings are going to be the same. People are going to have different opinions. You can't please everyone, but I might do a weekly power ranking series on like TikTok or something. I used to do it on my main channel, but it's like kind of a shitty... It was a shitty video series at the end of the day. No, there isn't a formula. You just pick, really. There isn't like an actual coded formula at all. Yeah, you did, Daniel, which wasn't surprising. It obviously was nerve-wracking in the end, but we were certainly the better side for longer at the end of the day. So we deserve to win, probably by more, but you cannot excuse the last quarter sort of drop away. Yeah, right. I'm going to be wearing high heels to the footy soon at this rate. Do you have Chandler in your team, mate? Because he's on 48. But who has Chandler in their freaking team? No one. Meanwhile, in the Brisbane v West Coast game, the Lions lead it by 17 here. Here's Reed, and he just falls to the ground like a duck. Oliver to Petrarca. There you go. That'll help. Spargo should almost go for home. Good kick. How did he get there, Langdon? That's a good effort. Game over for the Brizzy Eagles game. It looks that way, but not just yet. Still 6 minutes to go, but it'd be very hard for West Coast now with Brisbane getting on top, playing their game. But West Coast get a free here on the wing. So Langdon to put the D's in front here, closing quarter time. Should kick this, and he misses. So it hasn't actually been a great day so far in terms of set shot accuracy for both sides, which isn't great. 3-5, 3-4. I think Eagles are having a set shot here. Needs to kick this to have any chance of winning, I reckon. And I think he has. Who was that? Was that Brockman? I think Brockman's just made an 11-point margin. Oh, it's floating in here. Oh, it's a goal. Oh, it's touched. These fans don't know it yet. Not sure why the North and D's game isn't at the G. Because the North Melbourne home game go time, you idiot. Why would North Melbourne have home games at the MCG against Melbourne? And you're never going to get a massive crowd at the MCG between these two sides, so just have it at Marvel. What challenges do you face? I don't know. Sometimes they're coming up with new ideas, potentially. Yeah, it's 11 points. Well, the good thing is quarter time's in 34 seconds, so we can watch the other game while we wait. I guess we'll delay that. We'll delay lunch for half time. So 23 apiece for North and the D's. Probably can't see the side scoring here. Maybe North here. They're getting a bit of a chain going. No, they don't. Langdon, Petrarca, Salem. One more chance for the D's. Oh, Fritsch. What a mark. Courageous. Being quite early on, Bailey Fritsch, but he's going to put the D's in front, you would think, no matter what. Now, hopefully the Lions don't score in the next 30 seconds. I just can't fucking trust them when they're doing that. Like, seriously. Oh, they get a free. Refs. Why do people call them refs? You like a soccer fan or something? No one calls them refs here in AFL. Unless you're just saying that unironically. Should kick this Fritsch. Good set shot. And the D's lead it at quarter time. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. D's got on top late, but North early on should have probably made more of their chances. All right, let's go to the other one now. We'll have a watch of the other game, even though it might be over if Hipwood kicks this. So hopefully he can miss it. Misses it. If you want to speed up your KO, you can always just fast forward it. That normally works, actually. Someone told me that on a stream, and I've used the trick ever since. Shit. Fletcher's kicked the game winner. Or the sealer, if you want to call it that. Has anyone else gotten used to the new Fox Footy scoreboard? I've gotten used to it to the point where I haven't got any complaints at all. How delayed is the scoreboard then on the AFL website? It still says 86 to 75. I thought it was like a real-time live scoreboard on the app. It's clearly not. You still miss the old one? I don't know. Even with this one, I like how I still don't really like how sometimes with the colours, they're not the true colours of what the team is wearing on the day, but I like the use of the team colours as well. And I like the graphics after the goals as well. The animations are cool. They're real cool. The rolling stats and all of that. First time I saw the Fox scoreboard, I thought it was terrible, but now it's growing on me. Yeah, that's the case for myself. I think they fucked up. Or have I like... How come the AFL website's not updating the scores? Now it is. Were the scores delayed or something? I'm sure Fox knew that the scoreboard was, you just got to get used to it and it'll, start growing on people. They knew that was the case. They probably expected they may not have expected the massive overreaction that was erupted from all the footy fans in the footy world, but still. Two minutes 29 to go. How many free kicks has Reed given away? Can't see it on here. Yeah, obviously they now do sleepyhead. It's an 18-point margin with less than 2 to go. Misses. I wonder if the Lions are going to score. If they don't score 100 against West Coast, you'd be disappointed. I feel like against West Coast, 100's the minimum to score. Because I think they still have the worst defence in the league. Well, even I have more than that go time, I think. I'll check, because I made a Supercoach team now. Because I got told, just make your fucking team by my mate. So, alright, I'll just make it similar to my fantasy team. Let's see what it is. Levi Ashcroft got 70. Dunkley got 112. Didn't even realise I put in Dunkley. Hugo Garcia was good for me with fucking 25. But like, go Tom, I've got... Actually, I have the same amount as you. Well, I need to have a look at your team, because I saw your team in one of your videos recently, and it was not great, I can't lie. The prize, I've said it before, it's $400. Can't really have none of that right now to give away, but I will buy at the end of the year. So it should be fine. Anyways, Yeah, disappointing from the Eagles. Oh, actually, no. I think their fans will take a 20-point loss if everyone was saying they're going to lose by like 80 plus. So you'd be happy with the result, but you still got stuff to work on. Like you got to hopefully avoid these final half fade-offs, especially the last quarter ones. Alrighty. So we're back onto the other game, and it's LDU that wins it. Or Scott, I should say. They look the same. And Curtis. I really like Curtis. Very creative player. I've got to go back. There we go. Yes, played the most disappointed this round. Yeah, I'll do another little... Or actually, who else are contenders for disappointing? I mean, you could say Richmond, but you could say Carlton. Point. So if you had 4 contenders for most disappointing club, it would definitely be Essendon. I don't even know Richmond because you're sort of expecting to lose by that margin with Richmond. So I don't even know what the fans' reactions were after that game, but they wouldn't be too disappointed. They'd be like, "Oh, it's expected." No, for this week. I don't think Carlton will be ahead of Essendon for this week. But you'd put Carlton in. I don't know. I'd say Carlton fans are more pissed than Richmond fans, though. So I'd actually have Carlton over Richmond, just if you consider expectations, not necessarily just the scoreboard. Like, look at the comment section. Everyone's happy in the comment section, and they lost by 12 goals. I was told that Taranto had a shocking game, which was surprising because I thought he actually was quite solid in their win over Carlton, so he dropped off there. Should be a goal here for the Roos. Simpkin. Oh, why did he not just kick the fucking ball? It could have just... it felt like he could have just kicked that off the ground. Half time, I reckon I'll do it. I'll set up a live stream as well if I can get... And I say live stream like a IRL stream where I just put it out. Yeah, it wouldn't be out today. I mean, if it was out today, it would have been posted already. I wouldn't wait. Always a mistake posting any form of AFL YouTube video when the footy's on. Always a mistake. I've done it before and it just starts off poorly. So if you do what I do and sleep in after a long night or a big night, then yeah, you just do that. Well, what time did I go? I got home at 1:30 because I went to platform 28 for a bit, which was buzzing. Didn't go there to do for anything massive, but just went there because a few people wanted me to go. And because of the bus replacements and all that crap, got home at 1:30. And I was like, do I really want to start for an extra 4 or 5 hours? Probably not. But I forgot to set an alarm to get up at a certain time. So I got up at like 12:30. So I'm like, oh, fuck, whatever. Just release the video tomorrow. Inside 50. Gorn's there. Oh, great spoil. But it'll be a mark. Cherry's on 41 now. Yeah, I can't even remember if I've got O'Sullivan. I'm checking now. He's He's on 3. He's been poor to start off his career in terms of the fantasy. And he's on my fucking field as well. Bloody brilliant. It hasn't been a great week for me, I don't think. I'm relying on Sherry after I got screwed over by Rosie, not letting me pick his score. Darling. Oh, he outworks Finey. How's he done that? Finn pays his stream tax of $5. Darling. And another behind. So North are now 3-8. 205 now. Do we hit 225 before the end of this game? Cheers though, Finn. You can't be that like surprise-o Coast Club. You weren't expected to do anything. You're that shit. Like, were you... I don't know. I didn't watch the whole game. So what were the efforts like in the third and fourth quarter? Daniel. Hit a target, my friend. No, it's not a hit a target. Ball. Good work, Larky. You don't do that. You don't do that even against Nick Larky, Tom McDonald. And you don't expect a key forward to be running plays down like that in the forward 50. Is it overnight? I guess it is. But yeah, it's not going to be the best stream of all time, but I guess so. Don't have plans when it's just a sudden overnight like that. Nick Larky, very accurate in front of guys. Hit the fucking post. Wait, what? Weird, because North Melbourne actually, if I'm not mistaken, were the most accurate side last year in front of goal. So it just hasn't been the case so far this year. But North have been dominating. They should be up by like a few goals. And they'll get a 50 metres here. So Luke Parker, don't think he's kicked one for North Melbourne yet. Looks weird in the colours. Nick Lukey. How many touches has he got now? He has... Not sure. And there you go. He slots it. And that is his first. And they lead it. And they deserve to be in front because they've been better. They've been hungry around the footy as well. Just a few silly mistakes and poor goal kickings kept the D's in it. Well, not really. The D's were always going to be in it anyways, but should be a 3-goal margin. Nah, I'm not... I don't want to name a car for an edit anymore. I'm done with that. I tipped Melbourne, so we are looking like we are getting a really poor round of tipping of possibly only 3 or 4. Last game we were a hard one to tip, but I'm still confident Freo win. Do you know, I'm not confident in any side winning anymore. Swans might win. Yeah, might's a key word. Any side might win. Do you think they will win, though? Did you tip them? Push in the back. He may have dived. I don't know. Costanti kicks his first. Look at that. You'll love that one, AL. You'll love that one, AL. 2 former Swans for North Melbourne kick consecutive goals. I'm on 5 out of 6. Only got the Saints game wrong. I don't know if I said this yet, but I forgot to tip for the first game. I forgot to fucking tip the first game on ESPN. So my tipping comp's going to give that as an incorrect tip. And that was obviously a Hawthorn win, which I would have tipped. and then I went the Bulldogs. And I was going to change the Saints because I got told by a few people, just change to the Saints. Trust me, they'll win. I'm like, oh, nah, I'll just be safe. And again, I was potentially contemplating to be North, but I just didn't have the faith in them. So, you know, it's just going to be disappointing, is it? Just save. When do I save them? Oh, you mean... Yeah, look, mate, I don't do it because I film the video and then I just get right into editing. I don't bother. I forget to save it. All right, that's why. I don't know why I don't, but it's what I've been doing. It's a habit. Oh, poor. Coleman drops it. Jefferson, Oliver. And makes him pay. Makes Charlie Coleman pay there. Which... is good for my fantasy and for like everyone else's because everyone else bloody follow Oliver. He's on 42. It's 40% tipped Essendon, so there'd be a fair chunk that got that one wrong. Poor from Common. Speaking of Cooko yesterday about him, he doesn't rate a lot of North Melbourne's defenders, which I don't blame. They're not superstars, by no means. This could be another shootout, possibly. One of the highest scoring starts to a footy season we've had in a very long time. We've already seen 4 scores, I think, of over 130, or 5. That's more than we've seen in the first 10 rounds of last year, then midway through round 2. It's crazy. McKercher, smart footy. Almost LDU. Wonder how Lindsay's been going, because everyone's been like, bring in Lindsay to your side. I'm like, I should have. I probably should have done that. So hopefully he doesn't have a good game. Yeah, next round might be harder. I mean, Saints, Richmond might be the easiest game to tip, and that's saying something when you've got Saints as... Good pressure, but Melbourne evade. Well done. Give it a Petrarca. Langdon. Great pressure. North Melbourne. Tom Powell. 27... No, wait, that's the wrong... 17 touches. And one of the best rundown tackles you'll see all game. Poor kick. Did I watch Brisbane v West Coast? I don't know. Did you? Petrarca. Oh, good work, LDU. Well done. Oh, Powell just up, talking him up, and he's dropped it. West Coast win the Derby. You tip them then. Too risky to go for West Coast, though. But they bring out the intensity they did last week. Free bring out the intensity they bring out against Geelong, and they probably win the Derby, don't they? Is it a home Derby? Daniel, rundown, ball. So many rundown tackles in this game. We've seen like 5 or 6. Just plays too slow or unaware. Who do I go for? The sides jumper I'm wearing. You know, there'd be people new that might be coming from my $1 v $5 ticket video, because that's just started to hit everyone's algorithms like crazy, I've seen. Mate, you fucking idiot, Lockie. Are they the home team heading into it? Because home derbies make somewhat of an impact because of the fact that very few away fans get the chance to go to the derby. So it's a bit of a 19th man situation with the crowd, and there's a goal. So the D's hit the lead again. It's been a weird game, but a good game. Really good game, actually. Yeah, AL, but I don't see a win. I see a Freo 37-point win. Very oddly specific. You've got the bye, so that's what I say. You don't want to be going... And you don't want to be going 0-3 and then playing North Melbourne, because you probably would be expected once you're going to win that game. But North and Marvel are not easy, I don't think, anymore. Oh, you're taking a piss. What's with the score reviews? Another point. It's the second time. Oh, it annoys me when I have to change it. Noah, if you really want me to do it, you can donate. So North. I mean, I guess it balances out with Curtis's one earlier. They can breathe a sigh of relief. Good mark. There you go. O'Sullivan for go time. He can pick up another disposal. Probably only a second. I haven't seen him at all. Well, yeah, of course it looked like a goal. You to the naked eye, you're not going to know that that's going to hit the post, or that did hit the post. Hawks are top of the ladder, going on strong. You're right. You do actually play well at Optus. I'll give you that, AL. But I can't take too much out of the last game because Free were way too emotional with the Cam McCarthy death. So that probably definitely played into their minds. Oh, Parker was going to get that. Langdon drops it. What's Petrarch and Oliver on? Oliver has actually started to pick up the disposals in this game. What's he on now? 12 and 9. So we're looking at 21. Nah. 21 out of 60, actually. It's still doable. Geez, Coleman drops another. Petrarca, there's another. And it'll be a free mark. Why have we got so many loose plays today? What is this? Disappointing from North. Nobody tipped the Saints, so it doesn't affect much. True. If you're going to get a tip wrong, you don't want it to be the tip that you were in the minority for. You know, you want to be in the majority for the tip that you got wrong, so it doesn't affect you as much against everyone else. So that's why I'm pissed with I was more pissed when the Dogs got robbed. If you haven't seen that vlog on my second channel, you can. And another one. Chandler's had a really good game. He's been their best player almost. $42-39. How many lead changes? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. Had a few. We've had like 5 or 6. That could have been my big call. Chandler has 68. Cherry's done shit. That's really going to fuck up my team because I didn't even want to captain him. But... oh. Fuck. He hasn't even touched it in the last... He hasn't even a hit out in the last 15 minutes. Fuck me. North should be a few goals ahead. I agree. Here's Cherry. No, doesn't win it. Oh, gone. Look at that. His direct opponent. Gone. Shocker. Do you really expect Gordon to be kicking those from those spots, in those positions? Here's O'Sullivan. Do you know, I hope Sherry kicks a goal because his goal song's actually pretty creative. It's like, what is it? Like Sherry. I think it's Sherry, Sherry baby. All right, come on. Holding, free kick to Larky. Advantage. They'll pay advantage. And North get one back. Big go. Big time goal. 45-43, another lead change. Powell 59. Daniel 44. Yeah, Powell kicked that. Jesus, he's had 20 touches and a goal. With 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Fuck. Caden McDonald's probably happy. Well, who's Caden McDonald with an MC? Oh, his goal song's bloody thick of it. Does anyone else hear that? I'm in the thick of it. Yeah, Melbourne United are playing. It's weird that the NBL's still on. I feel like the season should already be over, but it isn't. Petrarca skies it. That's poor. That's funny. I don't know if he's doing it because he thinks it's his favourite song. It's probably more of a piss take. Tom Powell, 20 touches already. The fact they only won 3 games in 2024, it feels like they won more than that. It really does. Go. They're out. Larky. They're out. Curtis Jr. Or Hanson Jr. That's not Curtis fucking Jr. Darling. Here we go. And that's his 300th game as well. He's played 2 games for North Melbourne, 298 for West Coast, but he's celebrating his 300th at the Kangaroos. Good goal. Good team goal. I say Curtis Jr. because I've seen too many Curtises for North Melbourne. And he was in that pasture play as well. Yeah, I don't really think you want to keep playing McCartan in the forward line. I mean, when Logan McDonald and all those, like, whenever he's coming back into the side, surely he doesn't stay. Was that the best team goal of the game so far? Surely. Yeah, Viney is playing. What's with everyone talking about Jack Viney and if he's playing and doing well or not? Do you have him in your like fantasy or probably not? You probably have a multi on it, to be honest. Oh, Jesus. Gorn's dominating in the middle. Gorn again. Oh, lovely. Comben. Finally. Takes the mark in defence. What do you mean by what if Roos actually win? It wouldn't be that surprising. Like, I think they will win it if they keep playing with this intensity the next half. Then they will win, I reckon. Because they should be up by probably 3 goals. They've been a 3-goal better side. Max, of course. Yes, you've chatted a lot as of late. And you've been always talking about if I remember you. Yeah, I do. It's hard not to. Can't lie. Gone again. High tackle, free kick, advantage. Oh, Viney, Jefferson, Petrarca. He's just going to sky it. Not the best kick. Hanson Jr. drops it. He gets it again. He can't pick it up.
Darcy Tucker gets caught. You're 5 out of 6. Yeah, a lot of people would be 5 out of 6. Just because you didn't tip the Saints. Should have tipped the Saints. I should have tipped the Saints. Of all people that should have tipped the Saints, it should have been me. Viney couldn't collect it. Oh, Chandler. Chandler. Oh. Misses. Oh, it's Henderson. I keep calling him Jefferson. Different player then. Fuck, well. Now I know. McDonald. LDU. Good mark. Flies over Viney. The Marvel atmosphere on... Oh, it's not a terrible atmosphere. And they've reset the clock on the scoreboard for some reason. But it's not a terrible atmosphere. It'd be worse if this was Sunday 4:40. You never get a great atmosphere under the roof at Marvel then. Unless like Essendon are playing, then maybe. Free kick. It'll be a free kick against Darling. Because I use the stream deck to change the score. But you could always just change the score manually on Photoshop and just constantly click save. But if you use a stream deck, then you can just click on the buttons. Comben, well done. What? Now, I don't know what that free kick was for. Fair enough for the last one, but not for that one. Chandler. Don't pay another free kick. Oh, Viney. Couldn't get a touch. Yes, he does. Straight to LDU. Larky. No one to go to. They're sort of backtracking here, Melbourne. Good pressure from North. I don't know how long there is to go. Where's the timer? How hard is it to just set up a timer? We'll have to check the AFL app for that. 3 minutes to go. You wouldn't know if you're watching on TV. Free kick to... Thankfully, it's to Sherry. He needs to get more fantasy and he's got to stop handballing it. But to be fair, for North's sake, he'd rather just give it to a better ball user. Free kick? No. Why does he need to be playing well, Sam? Great ball movement. And again, Daniel. Drop mark. McDonald. Gone. Falls. Don't pay a free. I keep saying that because it looks like the umpire's just about to put something in his mouth. The whistle. Henderson. That's his name. Chandler. Again. Sparrow will give it back to Chandler. And he will. He could go for home. Might as well. Chandler. You wouldn't believe it. Shit kick. Good kick. I just realised Sharp was all there. He's on 70. Is that Supercoach? That's good for Supercoach then, I guess. But I care more about fantasy. Misses. Poor miss. Poor kicking, but still high scoring. If it was like 9-7 to 9-6. I shouldn't have had him as my captain, but I didn't bother with Supercoach. I left him as captain. But hey, if he's on 70 already, that's pretty good. But I don't think he's played well. I think Gawn's been the better. I don't know how many he's got. Daniel again. Parker. They've escaped here. Sullivan and Daniel again. How many disposals are you getting? She's all to LDU. Look at this. Scott's wanting it. LDU. Oh, they've got players. Where's Cherry? There's Cherry. Cherry! Oh, that would have been handy. Oh, free kick anyway, Sazerha. So they'll certainly be leading at half time now, even if he somehow misses this. Jake has asked if I'm streaming the free of his Sydney game, and I will be. Can't see how long there is to go. How have they not managed to fix that, though? I don't understand how hard it'd be. I can do it. He's kicked it. He's kicked it. And it will be a North Melbourne 12-point lead at half-time, you would suspect. Impressive. Very impressive stuff. North could actually be one of the more exciting teams to watch, I reckon. They'll play a lot of close, high-scoring games. Yeah, I'll be not as hesitant to stream North Melbourne games. Like next week, on Sunday, Adelaide play North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Now, that's going to be interesting to see how that game fares out, because we saw a really high-scoring game against Adelaide and Essendon, but it's at the Adelaide Oval. Adelaide will probably score like 140 plus again, because North Melbourne are very easy to score against. You couldn't get tickets to that game. How? How could you not get tickets to Adelaide v North Melbourne? Is it a sellout, or you just can't afford it? I can't see it being a sellout at all. Sparrow and Siren. He kicked it as well. North just need to carry this on for another half, and they'll get their first win of the year. And then it'll be Melbourne, weirdly enough, starting 0-2. And who do Melbourne have next week? They've got Gold Coast. Fuck, that'll be a good game, I reckon. You've got a hard... Yeah, you are right, AL. You've got a pretty difficult round of tipping. Carlton Western Bulldogs. Essendon v Port. Melbourne v Gold Coast. Saints, Richmond, Hawthorn, Giants, Brisbane, Geelong, Adelaide North, West Coast, Freo. And one of the shittest ads I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Obviously, at some stage, I need to get myself food, and I'd rather not cheat my way out of it. So I'm going to set up something real quick. Oh, it won't take me long. It'll take me like a few minutes, I reckon. Yes, stream. What a crap ad. One that I better hope doesn't get overplayed. Yeah, you can like the stream actually if you want to. We haven't got many compared to some of the other streams, but yeah. No one's saying no. Of course you can. So, if we make this an unlisted live stream, let's see if it'll let me share it. What day? 15th of April. I'll do something for my birthday on like a live stream, I reckon. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. We'll pause this. Actually, no, we won't pause it. We'll mute it. If we pause it, then it'll delay KO again. We'll go to studio. It's not really a proper IRL stream, but I'm just converting it to one quickly. Just because either I could just put a I'll be back, but I'd rather not do that. The issue is, though, how am I going to read the live chat? I'll have to borrow someone's device in the meantime, which should be easy. There'll be an iPad lying around in the house. Again, this is going to take like 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. So let's click on this. Let's click on this. Alright, this is how it's going to work. Alright, this is how it's going to work. So now you should be able to hear me through the live stream, but I'm going to be delayed here. Just delayed for like the next minute, and then I'll be fine. Alright. Do I make it smaller? Yeah, I do. I very much should. Alright. I'm just going to go get some food. Let me find another device to read the chat in, because I can't see it on my phone, because this is an unlisted stream. This might revolutionise the game of the AFL live streams. Can I borrow someone's phone for 5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Yeah. It's fine. Just need someone's phone for 5 minutes. You have an ingredient for a sandwich?
This ham, cheese as well.
Alright, cool. Just need to read the live chat. Why does it say there's no Wi-Fi?
Oh, it's good on. I just selected it.
I can't. It still says tap to retry. It still says tap to retry. Turn on mobile, maybe.
No.
Why no?
Where is it?
What are you? No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I know, but what are you doing? Okay, there.
Just reading something. Oh, I've got to update it now.
Really?
Seriously. 40 seconds.
40 seconds?
Still, should be quicker.
I don't have much storage, that could be the problem. With half of my things.
Maybe there's an iPad I could use. Is there an iPad? Because then I could just give you this back. But if this is going to be 20 seconds. It's weird how there are people watching this. I don't know how many. You know what? This is a shit tripod. This one. Let's stand back.
Is it mine?
No, it's mine. It's just not great for this.
This one doesn't have YouTube, so yeah.
How would that not work? Let's use this then.
Okay, well.
Alright. Do you mind if I just quickly... Alright, I've got the chat now. We're just making... I can't really set the stream up, but I'll show you what I'm just going to make some like quick sandwich or some shit for lunch. Even though it's 4:40, because I've waited too long for this. Surely there's a setup for this. There we go. That works, I reckon. can't see my face, but it's alright. Watch this. Christina, that could almost be worthy of a hide if you're serious. I don't think anyone with a functioning brain would think that, mate. How do you use the stream deck to just, if you have a stream deck, I'll tell you, but right now I can't really explain it. The plug-in you need for it. It's easy, you just need to add the plug-in. Or you can use a counter. I'll be back to where I should be in like the next 2 minutes and just make a sandwich, and I figured I'd rather not fully leave and still be speaking to chat. Should be actually a decent meal. Got some salami, can you see right here? No, I can't, I'm not going to show it straight away. It's not the time to show it straight away. Is that salami fresh? I just realised. Okay. It's a different type of salami, that's all. Do we have... Is this fresh, this lettuce? Is this lettuce fresh? The lettuce fresh. Alright, there we go. It'll be a decent meal. Alright, cool. You can have your phone back. That's all. I just need it for 2 minutes. So that's pretty easy, I feel, whenever I want to keep the stream running, but I'm using this setup. I think what I'll do, if I ever do like an overnight or something like that, pretty easy. Or not overnight, like a 24-hour or something like that, and I want to go to places and not just be my setup. Just set up an unlisted live stream instead of doing a stupid Discord call. The only issue with that is you can't read the chat. So that's a problem. But I probably didn't even... I just wanted to test out how it works. It worked fine. Didn't need to do it. Anyways, I'm just going to, have this now. Interesting. The Saints are back, you're right. We should start 2-1 when we beat Richmond next week, and then we move on to the Adelaide Oval. And we suck at the Adelaide Oval. We've only ever won 3 times at the Adelaide Oval, but there was a period where we won 3 and 4. At least I have seen my side win at the Adelaide Oval before.
North or Premiership contenders, they could easily escape the bottom 4, but they need to see the results actually come. With the way they're playing, they can easily escape the bottom 4 for sure. Marvel's a good place to watch footy. And when the atmosphere, like, for example, if you have a 30k crowd, it's shit at the MCG, as compared to Marvel. Like, the place is rocking with 30k. This reckons I gained... I don't think you can read it because I haven't got my camera, but like... This reckons I gained 2 subscribers from an unlisted stream. There's no fucking chance. There's 0 chance, actually. I want to get this finished quickly because I don't really like eating on stream, but not much I can do when I have a 6 hours back-to-back live streaming. I've got to have something to give me a bit of energy. Cheers, Noah, for the 4 months. Yeah, you've been a member for a bit now, actually, which is good. You're not in my tipping comp, are you? My members one. Are you in the members tipping comp? Because I feel like you've said you have, like, was it you or someone else that said they were, like, top on the leaderboard? It might have been you. I can't remember. Max, I'm not sure what you're asking. Of course you're going to expect me to say, yeah, you should. Now, I don't know. How's Cherry doing so much better Supercoach-wise? Sheasel, Oliver, and Daniel, 56, 58, 58. Anyways, we'll be done with this before the second half commences. In fact, we'll be done before it commences. And then we can get back to focusing on the stream. What do I think of the Dogs? Mate, they were stiff last week. Not last week, on Friday it was. They were stiff. They showed a lot of fight in that game, a lot of character when they were undermanned. They were against the playing against the umpires, and the crowd wasn't in their favour either. So they had a good game, but just fell short. But good signs. They have the Blues next week. I think they're better than the Blues right now for sure. Max, if you were an actual member, it would say it like next to your name, and I'd get a notification for it. So I don't think you have yet. Well, you haven't because it would say next to your name.
So I don't think you've actually, unless you tried to and it didn't work, or you thought it worked, I don't think you've actually done anything. Darcy could have kicked 6 because he had a few easy shots that he missed as well in that third quarter, I think it was. Well, who's stopping Darcy next week? Like, is it a Wiedemann, Wiedering matchup? North have Adelaide, Sydney, Gold Coast, and Carlton. Relatively tough next 4, but also playing teams that haven't really picked up wins yet. Sydney and Carlton. They can definitely beat Sydney, I reckon. Alarm bells, though, if that is the case. If North Melbourne lose, if Sydney go 0-3 and then lose to North. Jacqueline, see, I'm just going to time you out when you put messages like that in, because it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you would think so, AL. Because then you have Collingwood. And you have Port Adelaide. You actually have not got an easy start to the season at all. When you play like a West Coast or a Richmond, then you have Gold Coast away. And you have Giants. Could be 0-8. All right. Next quarter. I think that'll be the last time you see me eat food on the live stream for sure. It's too hard. All right, this is the last bit. All right, we're done. Core drops it from the Viney kick in. McDonald goes back to Core. And Curtis will get the free. I still haven't changed from when I poured water on myself. I'm literally, it feels like I pissed myself with my shorts are all wet. But it's actually not that big of a deal. I'll leave it. I just realised I never actually changed. Zerha. Darling. Salem. It's been alright, although that's been dragged away and they'll be out of bounds. Well, how did you think you became a member then if you don't even know how to become one? I always have a link in my description. I've got to change it so my description actually has the current tipping link because it still has the old one. It's good running from Melbourne. Woden from Oliver. And it's a solid kick. Who's it going to favour? Good tackle. Toby Pink. Great tackle. 12 points. Melbourne aren't going to be that good this year. If they're finding it hard against North Melbourne and should be down by 4 goals, they're not going to be great. They're too heavily reliant on their premiership stars, I feel. G'day, Stat Chat. Yeah, this has been a good game. It's been good for North Melbourne, particularly. They've impressed more than I expected heading into this one. Because they've been the ones that have had the answers themselves, more so than the other way around. Mate, there is... what do you mean there's nothing in the description? Click on the description, you'll see it. Unless it's magically disappeared. But I'm sure it hasn't. Yeah, no, it hasn't. And it actually has still got my 2025 comp as well. Cherry! Yes! Sherry's going to get a certain goal in the goal square just about and put North Melbourne up by 3 goals, and it's literally the first link you click on that says become a member here. But you know what? If that doesn't work, there's not much I can do for the rest of the stream. It's fine. Can't really be missing these, and he doesn't. And North Melbourne have kicked the first of this third quarter. They're continuing the way they left off, which is good to see. Yeah, that's another way, Alex, as well. There are multiple ways. It's not just the one. So if that doesn't work, you can try that. But something tells me you might not actually become a member. I don't know. I feel like there's something that's telling me that. Could be wrong, though. Prove me wrong. Yeah, you can hear the Sherry song. It makes sense. He's moved to 60. If he can get 120, as shit as it would be missing on the Rosie double up, I won't be too annoyed. Apparently, he's dominating in Supercoach, and that's going to help. I'll have a look, I guess. What's his Supercoach score? You know I hate Supercoach. You can't... Oh, wait. Oh, you can see match stats here. Right. So, Power has 85... Go time. Cherry was never on 70, mate. If you're still watching. Chandler has 104 Supercoach. And Daniel's going to rack up some more disposals here. He's done everything. Who's the worst captain? Liam Duggan, probably. I'm pretty sure he's still the captain for West Coast. Are we talking about player or leader or just both? Well, that looked like that went out of the full. But I think he's a co-captain. It's a good kick from Petty. Goes to Petrarca, and they're on here. They can overlap, possibly to go to Viney or Oliver. Or go long. So Spargo does elect to go long. It's a one-on-one. Combin wins it. But Viney, strong tackle from Pink again. Pink is tackling well. Is the Stream Deck and scoreboard thing easy? But do you even own a Stream Deck? Like, it might not be worth it for you. You wouldn't... I don't recommend just getting a Stream Deck for that. You'd be better off just manually doing it yourself. It's not that much more difficult. Like, do you even do live streams on your channel? Yeah, having power would be awesome. Stat chat. Everyone has Cherry, but your draft team, that's sold. I probably had the first pick to get Cherry. Power's a good pickup. Curtis. Oh, no. Should have gone to Sheasel. Oh, he does well there. Shrugs bloody Oliver and Petrarca. Oh, no. They had so much time there, North. They sort of stuffed that one up. Who won Football Sirens? Not sure. I could probably check if I go on Instagram. Oh, it was the Hawks. You're right. Well, it goes to show how much I care about the club if I don't even know who was currently winning and didn't know what the game was. I knew it was today, but didn't know when. Chandler again. His confidence would be sky high. He'd probably have a set shot here, and I think he is. No, he's passing it. Probably shouldn't have done that. Caleb Daniels on 22 disposals, by the way. Powell's on 24. Oliver has 20. Petrarca has 15. Yeah, Illawarra did. I saw your story. The Hawks. The Hawk. Yeah, he comments a little bit too much, Max, I've noticed, but that's the way he goes about it, so I can't get angry about it or anything like that. Spargo is going to go over to Petrarca. That's a weird kick. He's relying too much on Petrarca to do everything. Still wins the footy. And Lindsay has missed it, so 17 points. Yeah, this is a decent game, but North just have been one step better every stage of this game, it feels. It's the third poster score review. I mean, that one isn't as significant because it was an out in the full or a point. Give it a common. 4 of the 6 highest fantasy getters are all players I actually have, so that's pretty good. Although a lot of people have the plays that I also have there. Good take, Petty. Their targets just aren't good enough, I don't think, Melbourne's. I can't see Van Rooyen either. Have him up full forward. Yeah, Melbourne third, like, even the most optimistic of Melbourne fans wouldn't have had any expectations for them to finish top 4. Some are saying they wouldn't even finish top 8. A lot are saying top 8, but it's because they're D's fans. They are overly optimistic. They've just got such a new look side. There's too many youngsters that I don't think are going to be doing enough to carry them to top 8 position, let alone third. Like what 16th might be a bit harsh, but if they start 0-2 and lose here, it's not terrible. North have never been a sort of side to kick big scores, though, even when they were really good. They never really had a spearhead key forward, like a genuine common medal potential winning key forward. Well, obviously, they used to have Jesse Hogan real back in the day, but didn't do a heat for them. Turner is going to have a tough set shot here. Looks good, though. Very good. Big goal. And that could start things for Melbourne. Only 2-goal margin. Oh, we got another membership. Not from Matthew, though. Or what was his name? Max, not Matthew. Antonio, thank you, mate. Antonio Celesano. They had Ben Brown. Yeah, what did Ben Brown do for them, though? Like, he was, like, when he was at Melbourne, he was never quality enough to kick 50 plus in a season. Because he didn't. He didn't even win the leading goal kicker once at Melbourne. Kicked 25 in 2021, 30 in 2022, 11 in 2023, 7 in 2024. Ben Brown's best was at North, for sure. Fritsch. Yeah, Fritsch, but he's not a key forward. I wouldn't even call him. He's like a medium forward. But Fritsch is probably that player. But still, even when Melbourne was smashing teams, they were smashing them without kicking an overwhelmingly large score. It was just their defence was so strong that they just could not... The opposition could not get more than like a 30 or a 40 in big wins like that. It's been all North Melbourne for most of this game, and that was another very, very promising passage of play. And Zerha's going to line up for another. So many open plays when they go on the rebound. D's just haven't got the pace to keep up. I wasn't great at Melbourne though, Stat Chat. He was an okay player for them. And he's put it through, so back to 3 goals. It's going to be hard to see Melbourne winning this, to be honest. Where's it going to come from? Who's it going to come from? Fantasy put. You have Zerha, interesting player to have in your fantasy team. Although he's got 58, so you take a 58 at this rate from Zerha. You'd be happy, Skipper. At least with this one, I was never really contemplating changing. I was definitely contemplating changing the Saints game. So that's what from a tipping point of view annoys me, not from a game point of view. I'm not pissed off we won. Okay, yeah, I might change my camera into the last quarter. Forgot to do that at halftime. It's probably fully charged now, I'd say. Or is it? Fuck, it's not even halfway through fully charged. What's going on with this shitty charger? Oh, maybe I just did buy another charger. A better one. Wow, a lot of free kicks Melbourne are getting when they go inside 50. That's how they've been scoring a lot of their goals. Petrarca, though, that might be a fair one, holding. Look, I don't think I'm going to be beating Chris because for some fucking reason, Nankervis was my fantasy captain in one of my leagues. In my classic league, I'm doing well. I'm 2-0. But in my draft league, I might be 1-1. Petrarca, big kick for him. And he delivers very, very well for the Ds. And they put through the 8th goal of the game to trail by 2 goals again. They always get the response here, Melbourne, but they haven't been able to string consecutive in a while. And North haven't pushed the margin out to more than 18 either. Taking Sinclair out for Wiedering. Why would you take Sinclair out for Wiedering? Wiedering isn't the player to score well at all. He never is. Whereas Sinclair, he can score your hundreds very consistently. No, but I'm saying that Statchat, yeah, he wasn't bad for Melbourne, but I'm saying he wasn't. Melbourne have never had a Coleman medal potential or Coleman medal caliber key forward in their side for a while. So I was never counting Ben Brown as that because he never was at the time at the Ds. He contributed well, you know, in a premiership winning side. I can't argue with that. Has been entertaining, Laboya. Pretty fair. Oh, it's pretty annoying to see Eagles choke. Yeah, a lot of Eagles fans feel almost negatively about the performance more than positively. Like, yeah, okay, you lost, but geez, you take it. Take the effort against Brisbane at home. It's probably the toughest road trip in footy for West Coast as well. Like, you don't need to be seeing wins. As long as you see improvement and positive signs, which he probably did. Unlucky Gorn's doing shit, otherwise Chris would be in front. Yeah, Chris, he told me he had Gorn in one of his teams. Combin, strong mark again. I am quite pissed off with the Cherry. It's my fault at the end of the day for having him in the captaincy because no one else would have. But I only left him there because I thought I would just take the Rosie score and it never let me. Never let me. Hoping for a good game on Friday. I'll be going. You'd hope you'd be going. You're a Carlton fan. Or have you given up on your club already? Combin again. Stop kicking it straight to him. It's like he doesn't have to do much to get those instant marks. Melbourne aren't getting whooped. Not on the scoreboard at least, but bloody hell, they've got to fix their ball use inside 50. Just keep kicking to bloody Charlie Combin. Bowie. I'll try it again here in Melbourne. That's a good tackle. That's ball. How the hell wasn't that ball? Great kick from Daniel. Looks in board. Curtis. And they've just got loose plays out the back. North. Hanson Jr. Great pressure. Rivers. Cuts it back. Zerha. Oh, it won't go in. I don't think it will. Just misses. He's had plenty of opportunities, Cam Zerha, in both rounds. First game and the second. Couldn't get out of work early enough. How far do you live away from the MCG or your work? Would you like not even be able to head straight from work to the game without getting there late? An hour. Oh, well, it depends on when you finish. When do you finish? If you finish at like 4 or 5 even, you probably still could have made it. The way my mum likes to... Do you have to go with your mum all the time? So North up by 13. Phillips goes high. Who's there? Who's at the back again? Zerha. There are a few. Because Stanley looks to... He looks for the free kick there, the high free kick. But they've still closed off fucking level 3 again at Marvel. Why do they keep doing it for North games? Does that increase the atmosphere? It only just increases congestion when walking in and out of the stadium. And when trying to get food. Free kick to Lever, I think. Yeah. Lever. You never explain, Skipper, what time you finish work, though. Or, like, what the method of heading to the footy with your mum is. That's weird. Oh, poor from Woden. Parker. They're queuing up here, North. Who's going to get this one? LDU. Give it off, my friend. Give it off to Scott. McKercher, that is. And he puts it through, and it's a 19-point lead to North Melbourne. Game high lead. $4.50 to go still in the quarter, so there's still time for a couple of late ones for Melbourne to just keep them, you know, with a bit of belief heading into the last quarter. But Jesus Christ, it's all North. They haven't stepped off. Why am I not there? Don't need to go to this game, to be honest. And if I were to have attended this game, then I wouldn't really be able to watch the last game. And I kind of want to watch that last game. Yeah, I still want them to win. I like them more than Melbourne. Even though I don't like Melbourne much. Actually, no, I don't mind Melbourne at all, but I just like North a little bit more. McKerch is almost better than Harley Reid right now. But we've seen obviously what Harley can do. Yeah, I've gone Freo and a 6-goal win. Hope it's a little bit closer though for enjoyment's sake. Oh, good work. Oliver, Varney, Salem under immediate pressure. Oliver, how have they extracted that? That's actually solid. No one's there for Melbourne. Where's Petrarca? He could do something special, but they're relying on him too much. If he's full forward, Fritsch misses. 3 goals. 4 minutes to go. Where Ken McDonald gave it, yeah, the hot dog was very much needed at the time. I was certainly starving. It wasn't the best hot dog, I don't think, when I had it, but it tasted a whole lot better. Purely the fact that I haven't had food. I haven't had food in a while. Yeah, I'll stream the game later. I think that'll do quite well. Last game. Sunday night streams have always performed quite well, typically. And it could be the game of the round. Hardest game to tip. But every game, honestly, is a hard game to tip. Like, people thought, oh, Saints Geelong will be easy. Turner has kicked it straight to Simpkin. What was that? What a waste. Oh, too many wasteful chances from Melbourne. But 3 goals probably feels about right in terms of what the margin should be. North have control this game for longer. Question without notice, if you have to pick one player to be Nasiah, Wangani Miller probably. Well, I said that before the season started. He'd probably be in the side right now as well, I think. To just keep the way he's been playing, and he should be a first-timer. You went to the Lions West Coast game. Yeah, your avatars go Pies. And Anderson. He would be a top 3 call. I just wasn't thinking of him immediately. I had to pick the one, though. That's what you said. Yeah, Noah Anderson as well. Who else? Like, the most likely to be a first-timer. Well, here we go. Good running from North. Oh, just overran it with a handball. Harry Sheasel was another player. North will have a couple. Like an LDU could possibly get it. He's got to kick it, Rivers. What's with the turf as well? Why is it so crap? The sand. That has to be deliberate. Probably not Bombers, not videos on the channel, but maybe second channel, maybe a live stream. You know, I haven't opened a pack of the Footy Stars yet. Like, I just haven't got the money yet. I'm waiting to get paid, and I'm being delayed. I keep getting delayed now with my payments. It's annoying. Supposed to get the payment yesterday, but I haven't yet. Did the exact same thing last month as well. They can't stick a tackle, Melbourne. Over the top. Curtis. Oh, not the kick. Not the kick. They were going to get a certain goal, I feel. And now Viney. They can run it back. Oh, you'd hate to turn this one over. And you have. Common's taken like 5 intercepts in this bloody quarter alone. Yeah, he could. Because he hasn't. And he's been in the... How many times has he been in the 40? 4. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Like, when they make the 40, do they already know the 22 when the 40's made? When's the team picked? How long before the announcement? Yeah, I agree, Sarah. It's the best it's looked for a while. Common's actually, like... He did start the game off a little slow with a few drop marks, but he's been a lock. He's been like a brick wall, just about. Free kick. He's not even going to score 100. Fuck's sakes. Should be it, though. I can't really see. Oh, actually, I was going to say I couldn't see a Melbourne goal happen. Henderson falls. It's going to be it, though. He'll get a free kick, but he won't kick it from 80. So 3/4 time, and I think it's North that do extend their lead to an extra goal. So it's 3 goals, the margin, at 3/4 time. Come on, North, hold on and win this game. Even though I'll get another tip wrong, it doesn't matter. Most will anyways. Give me a minute. Let's set the cam up now. You know what? Let's do it for the last game. Might as well get it to like 70% or whatever it can get up to. Like, get as much battery charge as I can before the last game. Because I don't want to be using this in the Sydney Freo game. Mate, why do you care so much about the goal resetting? I'll keep it for the next game if you want, because the odds are still very low of it happening. So you're not going to get, you're not going to probably luck out, but we'll see. I'll leave it. Yeah, I'm not going to get any time to switch over as well, because it starts 6:10, and I think it says 6 o'clock that I've scheduled it for. So it'll be a late start. I don't see many quarters anymore like going under 30 minutes. They're always over 30. The last quarter of the North v Bulldogs game in round 1 went like 41 minutes because of a lot of goals. The Cleary concussion as well. How long did it last? I don't think it actually shows on the app. In the Team Coach album, was there a mini one? No, but that reminds me, I might have to get a couple more Team Coach albums. I feel like you probably should do that. If you're getting your albums, don't get one, and then after you continue getting more cards, take them all out and put them into new albums. Just get all of them that you'll need for the year, and just start from there. Because how much are the albums? Are they $10 still? They shouldn't be more than that. They're not worth more than 10. They should be still $10. If they are still 10, you buy 3 for 30. You might get away with 3. I don't think you'll get away with 2. It depends on how much you collect. If you're not going to buy many cards at all, I guess you could just get away with a 1. What do you mean? What's going in the demon box? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They've got to lower their eyes when they go inside 50 for starters. Common's been all over it in that third. And they've got to up the pressure as well. They're not running back defensively enough either. That's what I've noticed from Melbourne. Gawn hasn't been a massive presence in the air as he normally is either. And I don't think you want Petrarca full forward. Just have him in the middle. Start the quarter off, win some clearances. Because they're getting smashed in the middle of the Ds. I don't know what the stats are, but I can have a look. Let's have a look. So, this is all of this stuff. I'll have it on the screen at some stage, live and all that, and customized. But for now, yeah. So it's interesting to see that the D's have had 11 more inside 50s, and it definitely felt like they had a lot more in that third with all the repeated chances, but they just kept on turning the ball over. Center clearances 11 to 7, but it's the stoppage clearances actually. The center clearances the D's have been winning. The prawn needs to lift against Cherry. And neither have starred in this game. But Gawn's only had 49. He's done nothing. He's had how many marks as well? He's normally one that takes a heap of marks. He's only taken the 1. Oh no, the 2. All right, still nothing though for his standards. Him and Cherry though have been disappointing. More so Gawn. I think they're going to, continue with having Petrarca in the full forward line. It's probably because they haven't got any targets. Or maybe he's injured. I don't know. Will Brayshaw or Sarong get tagged? Who tagged Lockie Neal last week? Was that James Jordan? Because I probably would be tagging Brayshaw, to be honest. Oh, ball. What has happened there? That's a calamity for the D's. Petty just must not have heard the whistle. And look at Simon Goodwin. He's just fuming. Yeah, I mean, did he get too close to the mark or what was going on there? It felt like that. But he definitely played on. And that's as easy as you like for Paul Curtis. And they're up by 24 points. Game high lead. Jeez, now the D's are in some trouble. Now the D's in some real trouble here. This could blow away to like a 6-7 goal win for North Melbourne. No, he called play on, then Curtis went for the tackle. Who is going to be in the grand final, someone says. Very early to call. Do you know what would be really cool to see an Adelaide v Hawthorn grand final at the MCG? Yeah. Giants have been impressive, but I don't think I'm quite as convinced on the Giants as some of the other clubs. I still think they'll be up there. And I guess if they're in the finals, they could easily make it to the granny. Especially if they finish top 4. Larky marks. Too good for Petty. Petty's frustrated. And D's fans all over the country will be frustrated as well, because this could be a 5-goal margin with less than a quarter to play. Can't really see Melbourne coming back. They haven't really fired enough shots. They're still half. They're not half strength, mate. That phrase gets overly used. And oh shit, I've got to fix the timer and all that, but I'll do it after this. 88 plays 58. Wow. Another upset is certainly now on the cards. Not as big of an upset as I don't think St Kilda Geelong, but still an upset. Who are they missing then? Jesse Hogan. They're missing more players. I just can't. Who else are they missing? Who else? Oh no, they're missing Briggs. But he'll be back anyway, so they're not. I don't know. Really think they're missing too many players. Stringer, but there has to be a few that I can't think of. Blake would know. They're not missing half their goddamn team though. Hanson Jr., Larky for a 6-goal lead, and that could be all she wrote. That could be all she wrote. Wow. Absolutely putting the foot down now, North Melbourne. Fuck. Can't remember the last time North have done this against a semi-decent side, because Melbourne are still considered to some as a semi-decent side. Petty, what are you doing, mate? 2 goals he's conceded in a row. Larky could win the Coleman this year. He's capable, for sure. They'll get enough entries. Kick 3, kick 5 last week. Probably on top of the Coleman medal leaderboard right now. Yeah, look at this. Absolutely walking it out. Darling. Well, this will make for an intriguing game of footy next week, to be honest. Adelaide v North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Curtis, good mark. Petrarca's not happy. They look like they've given up, Melbourne, in a way. Shocker. Have they got what it takes here, the D's, to kick 7 goals? That'll be high scoring. It probably will be a high scoring game. Biggest upset of the year so far. Not even close. It's the 3rd upset, I reckon, this year, but not the biggest. Petrarca on the line is Aiden Core. Two bottom 5 defensive teams. Yeah, it could be. They'll put up a better effort, I feel like, than they did against us. But I could still see it being like a 40-point win to Adelaide. I might tip that margin, to be honest. Just because it's at the Adelaide Oval. Curtis, a one-on-one here, and it's Zerha. Wow, what a domination this has been in this last quarter. The margin was 3 goals. It could be 7 goals with 16 minutes left on the clock. Not many would have seen this coming. But I can't lie. I don't rate Melbourne. I never really rated them heading into this year. This is proof of that. What do they really have? Another one. They've hit the ton. And now they just keep scoring. They see how far they can go in this game. So they have Adelaide, then they have Sydney. Sydney would be quaking in their boots. If they lose against Freo, they're playing North at Marvel. You would, depending on, I guess, how the result of North v Adelaide goes, you could almost see that game being North as favourites heading into it. Like, it would not surprise me if North go into a game against the Swans as favourites. Petrarca will be requesting another trade. Oliver could be as well. If this just completely falls to shit for Melbourne this year. Another one here. This is absolutely an obliteration. They've fucked up the scoreboard again, though, at Fox Footy, which is quite disappointing. It's back. Oh, see, when they're doing things like that, when they're just giving the ball over like that, straight kicks to opposition players with no pressure. Look at Oliver. Look at the D's fans. The cheer squad's silent. Could be a 10-goal loss. D's have the Suns next week. I think I'll be tipping the Suns, to be honest. They're a better side. And Curtis, once again, puts it through. And that's 4 goals in this last quarter already. It's party time for the North. Absolutely party time. It's embarrassing, Sarah. I know. Just simple skill errors. This is a way worse game. All right, now I'm going to be putting Melbourne in the conversation because it's Melbourne, Carlton, Essendon. Is this a worse loss now than Essendon's loss at the moment? I think it is. I smacked 9k on them. What do you mean you smacked 9k on them? You didn't put $9,000 on Melbourne to win, did you? They'd be the best of the most disappointing, I guess. So far. I guess that they are missing Stephen May, but even with Stephen May down there, I still don't think it would make heaps of a difference. Zerha could go for another, and it's a goal. They just can't miss in this last quarter, North. They've kicked 5 now. What is going on? What the fuck's going on? This is the best footy I've seen from North in like 5 years. Really, it really is. It'll make any side scared to play North, especially at Marvel Stadium. Your point out of all the teams, you think they're the best team or they played the best? Do you think Carlton are better than Essendon? Most would still say yes, but I'm not fully buying it. Like, if Carlton and Essendon played next week, who would you be backing in? I'd almost be backing in Essendon. Almost, but they were bad. They were really bad against the Crows. Jeez, the crowd's getting behind them. Look at that. There might not be too many, as you can see, with a lot of empty seats, but they're loud. They're vocal. Again, North are going. Look at that. There'll be a free kick against, but you can't fault the efforts from Curtis today. He's kicked 3 again, I think. Where are the D's fans? Have they all gone home? Book your September holidays, Melbourne. Petrarca. It's not like they look close to getting these junk time goals. North are just continuing the pressure. Defensively, are able to clear it out. Sheasel, or should be ball. Isn't ball, surprisingly. Melbourne will get it back. Spargo. Van Rooyen. Yeah, they'll be booking all the ski trips to Mount Buller. Chandler still on 105. Daniels moved to 100. And Paul Curtis, he's on 100 as well. Could he be an option? Probably not someone you would trust, though, every week. He plays well at Marvel. Not so much other grounds. Well, if there's any chance for Melbourne, which there isn't, they got to start now. And that's not how you do that. 112 to 59. Melbourne lead by 53. It's in the 50s. I've only just realised that. It's gone now to 50 points. North are in the 8 at the moment as well in the live ladder. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Adelaide v North next week now. 2 emerging sides in the competition. Maybe North will be just as good as Adelaide this year. I just don't think they're at the level yet. Adelaide are certainly higher in their, like, I guess, their progress than North are with talent and maturity and all that. Langdon wanted to play on, but he decides not to. Talking about scores of 130 plus, North could get there. If they continue the way they've been playing this quarter, they'll get another 4 or 5, it looks like. Yeah, if you've just joined us and looking at the scoreboard, it's a big shock. It'd be a big shock to a lot of you guys. Smothered kick. They can't do anything right, Melbourne. They cannot do anything right. Everything they touch they're inviting pressure with some of the stuff they do, though, to be fair. Chandler, he's been a shining light. He can hold his head high, I guess. Being their best player, I reckon. Yeah, someone said it earlier that next week it's the toughest week on paper. And I've had a shocking start to tipping. My worst start, I reckon, I've ever had in a season. So I'm not looking forward to, I guess, finding out what I end up getting. But it might be better than this week, because this week's not great either. The demons are certainly coming for the D's. The mental demons, that is. Didn't expect to see North with triple digits. Well, they almost scored triple digits last week. They're going to be I think they've got a pretty decent forward line now. Helps when you've got one of the best key forwards in the league in Nick Larkey. It feels wrong to tip against that. Not really. Like, if you're a West Coast fan, Richmond fan, surely as a Richmond fan, you wouldn't be tipping your side every week. Like, I would say even the most passionate or most loyal of, those would still tip Richmond. They're going again North. And Darling this time. They're queuing up. Petty's having a nightmare of a quarter. I hope he kicks this. 300th game. Jack Darling lining up for his second. And it's looking good. And he's kicked it. And they've kicked 6 with 9:11 on the clock still. Glad he kicked that. Two more for 130. Well, it was almost OG Bomber time. I think it's gone over. D's on an OG Bomber scoreline, though. The comp is so balanced. Yeah, we've seen that. Sides that were disgraced last week or had disappointing games have come out and responded. Like the Saints. North weren't terrible last week, but they've definitely responded. Port Adelaide have responded. West Coast have responded despite not getting a result. I'd almost say the Bombers or the Blues have had the two worst back-to-back games of footy of any side so far this season. What about the Swans? Yeah, but the Swans, they weren't terrible in both of their games. And they were playing Brisbane and Hawthorn as well. I mean, they were home. It's a weird one with Sydney. They still could be a good side. I'm not sure. It's just such a tough start for the Swans. I haven't seen any news yet, but I haven't checked Saints Sational. Northern picked 7 this term, not 6. You know what? That wouldn't even surprise me if that's the case. Yeah, you're right. They've kicked 7 already. They could kick 10. Yeah, okay, right. I've just lost track of all the goals they've been scoring. Clarko, show some emotion, mate. You're North in the 8. Can they go to 7th if they keep getting goals with percentage? Or I'm not sure who's 7th right now. They'll be ahead of Brisbane, I know that. Actually, no, they won't. No, Brisbane, 2 wins. So, no, they wouldn't be. But, like, percentage-wise, they'd be ahead. Well, the Cats are still 142.5, so they're going to stay 8th. But they probably stay 8th for the rest of the round. Even if Freo or Sydney win. So, for 8 goals straight, with 7.5 minutes to go, still Bailey Scott. And, it's hit the post. Look, people can't be so surprised about the fact North are going to win, but you'd be surprised about the way they won, I guess. But I even said it in my preview. I thought North were a chance. I just didn't want to tip them because of last week. I'm just picking the wrong weeks to tip North. Like, I won't tip them next week, but I'll probably tip them to beat Sydney. Yeah, that's an interesting stat there, Octa. Toby Pink. Cult hero. Almost. Sheasel. Castani. I said it before, they should win 8 games this year. They should win 8 games at least. This is proof to that all of this is actually getting somewhere. All the pain and suffering. Did he play footy at all for Sydney? Because I know it was on the list, but did he actually play a game? There wouldn't be many if so. Now, Cookson, I was speaking to him yesterday. He's going to this game with Caden, so he'd be getting the bragging rights with this one for sure. No team to get over 16 wins. Yeah, it's not often that happens, and that is another one for North. Bailey Scott, after missing the last one, kicks this one, and it's an 8-goal last quarter. And Clarko, fucking smile, my friend. Oh, I've overdone it here. They're not on 127. It's stuck. There we go. What's a pass mark? Escape the bottom 4 would be a pass mark, I feel. Because you said it before, the competition is quite even, so... How many wins will Richmond and West Coast get, actually? Who's going to finish 16th? Will it be Melbourne? Will it be Essendon? Will it be Carlton? Could be St Kilda still. Some are saying we're still shit. Yeah, you could finish 14th and still win like 10 games this year. That's the thing. And they wouldn't care that much. They're not like expecting finals. They just want to see some progression wins-wise. Like, you're not going to see a massive jump up this year with North, I don't think. Sullivan, Hanson Jr. How are they still quicker than Melbourne when they've been working so hard for the last quarter? The last 3 quarters, really. Combat could almost get a vote for me, to be honest. I'd give Curtis a vote almost as well. Maybe Powell as well. Maybe Chandler. The lesser knowns are going to get votes in this game, I reckon. Yeah, Powell's goal song was thick of it, but I actually knew that because I was looking at the goal songs the other day and I saw North's, and then I went down and saw that thick of it was a selected option. I'm like, okay, this will be interesting if this gets played in the game, and it did earlier. I think 7AFL posted it as well. Another behind. So can they get it under 60 points here, Melbourne? Caleb Daniel could be in contention as well. He's had a lot of it. And using it awesomely. Not sure who Carly is, mate. Are they singing the song? North fans already? Singing something. They're chanting North Melbourne right now. Tracker. I'll check my big call, but I'm almost certain that they haven't combined for 60. Not the right day to pick that. Your final ladder. You've got the Bulldogs first and North Melbourne second. Jog on, my friend. Come on, North. Kick another one. Get to 130. Parker. The look away. How good was that? Almost, Curtis. It will come back, though. Sheasel just gets rid of it. No, it hasn't, but I might be able to have a actual live ladder at some stage. Yeah, I'm sort of talking this up, but it'll be cool when it gets all completed. I'll be able to update it for the next game, though. The Lions, they'll still be... No, they're 5th now, so it's going to change a little bit. Bulldogs will be 9th. Port will be at the 8. Good tackle. Good work. Pink could be a free. Sullivan also could be a free. Petrarca is trying to do everything himself. And that's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, well, it was relatively close the first 3 quarters. But even then, like, it didn't feel like Melbourne deserved to be as close as they were. And then the floodgates opened, and then we really saw what North were capable of. Kicking 8 goals. Putting it on the scoreboard, making it ugly for Melbourne. Which they have. And they've got 50 seconds to kick another. It's already 6 o'clock, so yeah, I'm not going to start the other stream till probably 6:05. I want to give myself a couple minutes to switch myself over. Oh, Hanson Jr., look at this. Larky shakes him off. Oh, they could still get another one. Don't know if McCurdy was actually looking when he kicked that. And that'll be the siren. A 59-point win for North Melbourne. Another crazy result in 2025. We've seen another one. And could we see one more in the next game? We'll be live for that very shortly. I haven't got a 3/4 time or full time symbol, I've noticed. I've got all the others. Don't care what Baz says. He's irrelevant. And I'm going to get a call. So I'll mute real quick. All right, well, we're on the way now to switch over to the next game, which is going to be the Freo Sydney game. I won't be live straight away, but before the start, so just stay tuned. Yeah, decent stream. Decent stream for sure. All right, I'll see you soon.